Julie, thank you. Well, do you want to find out where your member of Congress stands on immigration, birth control, or any other hot-button issues? And do you want to let him or her know exactly how you feel about their position? Well, all that just got a whole lot easier. Joining us this morning, Ryan Beckwith, editor of Congress.org, which launches, or we should say relaunches, today. Good morning. Good to see you.
Yes, thanks for having me.
So tell me about this whole effort, and that I did not misspeak when I said relaunching. This is not really new.
Yeah, we've had this website for a couple of years. What we're doing is adding a lot more news and information to it from some of our other products. CQ Roll Call primarily writes news for people who need to know it for a living. And so we have some other products that are subscription-based, and we have a number of reporters on the Hill. We have the most reporters on Capitol Hill of any news organization. But the general public, a grassroots audience, doesn't always see our stuff. So this is just a place where we're going to put some of that stuff out there to help you understand what's going on in the Hill. But we also have some tools on there if you'd like, after you read one of our stories, to write your member of Congress, let them know what you think about what's going on. We make it very easy to find out who your members are and then send them an email right there on the website.
So this is more for just everyday Joe citizen to find out who, first of all, where to go, where they stand. When you go to the website, which we're showing you now, will you find out about, like we said in the introduction, where does this congressman stand on, say, immigration, abortion? Would you find that out?
Yeah, we're gonna give you information about what issues are coming up, which lawmakers are taking a strong stand on them, and what bills might be voted on next. We also have a free weekly email called Mega Vote that tells you how your members of Congress voted last week on the major issues of the week. Which we have a lot of people that really like that, because it's really hard to know which votes counted, which votes mattered. Even on the health care bill a couple of years ago, that there were dozens and dozens of votes, but only one of them really mattered.
Here's my question. I don't know if you know the answer to it yet. How does Congress feel about it?
Well, members of Congress have mixed opinions. They like to hear from constituents. They can't afford polls, you know, all the time. And it's one way of gauging what people in their district or their state think about things is the volume of mail that they get. At the same time, email has made it so easy for people to contact Congress that they get millions of emails up there. A lot of the time what they really are doing is they're looking and just simply counting the numbers. Was this for or against something? And then they count them, and if it backs up their opinion, then they may read a little bit more closely and try and find someone. We have had people who sent letters to Congress, and they end up having the letter read out loud on the floor of the Senate or the House. But that's a little more rare. But they do pay attention to what people are telling.
The system does work, how we used to see it in the movies when we were young.
Yeah, well, people, because our software and the software that Congress uses allows you only to write your member of Congress. They don't care what people in another state or another district think. And they really value knowing that you live in their area, that you can vote for them, and this is what you think about the issue.
Do you have a sense of what might be searched more, especially in this time, this election cycle? Do you have any idea about what people are looking to find out from their Congress?
It tends to spike. I mean, we've saw things like the Stop the Internet SOPA, the Internet Piracy Act, that got a lot of attention. Boy, in a matter of a week, that went from not being something that people were looking at on the website to being just the #1 thing people were searching for.
Interesting.
So these grassroots efforts tend to come out of nowhere, and they catch even members of Congress by surprise. So we'll be looking at those things to see what people are searching for, and if there's something that they want to know more about, we'll be putting more of that information out there.
Okay, so again, it's simply Congress.org.
It's a great, easy to remember.
Okay, and when we go on, we should be able to find everything there. Is subscription, do we have to do that, or just
no, everything is free, and you can look at the website anytime you want, but we do have a weekly email newsletter, and we have, like I said, the Mega Vote newsletter, which will tell you how your member voted. Those are all easy to find right on the website. All
right, love it. This is Ryan Beckwith. He's the editor of the brand newly relaunched Congress.org. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you.
Okay, Tony, over to you.
That's going to be very helpful. All right, thank you very much.